going on, guys? Welcome back to another podcast. And yes, we are back with another one. Just recorded like 3 videos today.
Yep.
So you guys should really expect. And it's going to be fun. Like always, the boys' links will be in the description below. So yeah, check them out. We're also going to be posting the video on Hilltop Anime channel, which is going to be doing big hype. Yeah. Welcome back to my podcast, boys.
Yo, what's good, man?
I got a boner right now.
But just off of your voice.
What's good, peeps? Alright, so we recorded, what, 2 videos already?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm tired as hell.
Actually 3 because me and Tyler
yeah.
recorded one.
Yeah, y'all recorded 3, now I'm finna open that one up.
Hey.
Oh, wow, okay. Alright, so...
Hey, y'all, I'm about to bust out with this fire freestyle, so listen. And
yeah, and you're going on mute. 3, 2, 1, mute.
What did he say? Alright, now, we just messed up the flow.
Oh, God.
Our
Bro.
video got 8% just now.
Uh-huh.
Video got age restricted.
What video? What video?
I don't know. They just said one got age restricted. Is all.
I fucking knew it was gonna get age restricted.
From your podcast.
Yeah, most likely.
Oh, God.
Alright, so today on the podcast, I have some stories that I want the boys to tell you, and one has to be gay, and then we're gonna find out why we might never see Hilltop Anime again, and why the 3 of us might have to recruit some new members. But if you guys want to recruit,
Y'all can never.
one part of a
Y'all
leave
would.
OGs.
Look, you will never
Comment,
replace
tell us
me.
what you
You can
switch
never.
roles you want.
You'll never replace me. I'm irreplaceable.
What's the role? Show was not supposed to go like this. What's the role that you want to be, and we'll add you to the team. If you want to be the editor, thumbnail creator.
Have a big dick.
Exactly, and you have to be super funny.
Yeah.
Unless you like
Shit.
Unless you can play the female voice pretty good and you're a male.
exactly.
But that's only till I come back.
That would be fire.
But
if
that's-
you're a female and you're a of our raping jokes, you're
Ooh.
one of a kind.
I actually know a female.
Slide into my DMs, please.
I actually know somebody that can do that.
Alright, yeah. So, if you want to just join our crew, just hit us up in the comment section below, and we'll add you to the Discord if you seem to fit our requirements.
Yep, we'll ask you a couple questions. We'll question you like crazy.
AKA, are you stupid, are you funny, or are you sus? If you're 2 out of them,
You're in.
AKA, you're welcome. You're in.
And if you're all 3, you're perfect.
My first question is your sus's stories? I heard that some of you guys dated a man, and one of you guys
Okay.
had sex with a man.
Okay.
Let's start with Yasho first.
Okay.
Okay, now listen. Don't judge me for this. But when I was like 7 to 8, I was into something.
Hold up.
12 right now.
Pause. Alright.
So,
Now continue your story. You said you were around 7 or 8.
tell us can you tell us your most sus moment? You 7.
Alright, so when I was 7, I was into some weird shit. I just discovered, me and this one nigga just discovered popcorn. Which, if you take a few letters out, you'll understand what I mean if you got big brain.
Uh-huh.
So we just discovered it, dude. So we play around, and it leads to some sus ass shit. And let's just say,
Had sex.
yeah. It ended up that, like 2 BJs happened, and also a rim job happened. But anyway,
Okay, that's a bit too far, man.
Yeah, it looks
so all
like
that
you really
shit
had.
happened, and then later on,
Like we said,
Later
if your
on.
son come to the group.
Alright, is it my turn?
Yeah, you're also gay, so you can go
Okay.
next.
Alright, so my story's like, it's like mad, like weird, but at the same time, like I know like there's a lot of people out there that get like like people like for real get their agenda messed up. Cause and I'm not one of those people. Like if you're a male,
date Hakus.
if you're
You date Haku.
not like for real, if you're a man that's like a female, or if you're a female that's like a man, like for real, like you deserve to be respected, and people don't like people really fucks with you like that. Cause I know a female, she for real went into depression because a dude kept calling her a girl, and he was a boy, and he's like just kept doing
Really?
it. Yeah, like for real, like she went to mad depression. She started popping pills and all that. So
Hey,
it's like
if you just said he was a boy, why are you calling her she?
because it's like suspense. Anyways, so like this what happened. I'm like in freaking I guess 8th grade or 7th 8th grade, and it was like a couple weeks after I lost my virginity at a party, and so I seen this dude, but I thought it was a girl. and I'm with some of my men, with some of my friends, and I was like,
Oh,
I was like,
Haku on?
and I was like,
That's
bro,
tough.
is that a girl? And they were like, yeah, it looks like a girl. I mean, it got a flat chest, but like you could tell because like she got a booty. And I was like, yeah, she really all right. So I slide in, I get to talking about like a couple weeks of talking. I asked her out, and she was like, yeah, and I was like, bet. Dated him for 2 years. And after we broke up, I finally found out it was a boy. And I'm sitting here like on like a bench in school, and I'm for real like on the edge of like for real right crossing this dude. And yeah. And it was just crazy, and like now I'm sitting here thinking like, does that make me bi or?
That just means you used to be gay.
I guess. I mean, I don't know.
Alright, Dylan and Naruto. It's your story, bro. So this story actually was 3rd grade, and this is pretty sus. So during this time, me and my friend loved wrestling, like a lot of wrestling. So we used to do small little role plays of us like wrestling, but we always had to have a girlfriend. So one day I got the bright idea and said, you know what would be funny if I was to have sex with one of the girls, right? So basically, with me getting this great idea, I grabbed a pillow, and I tossed him a pillow, and I pulled up my pants, and I just started humping the pillow. And me and him started humping pillows.
Y'all on some different shit. Like, how can you fuck somebody in front of somebody else? Like, hold up.
Alright, let me tell you my story. Never had a story. I really never. To be honest, I never did anything gay. Well, there was this one time between me and my brother. I'll tell you 2 stories. They both involve him. Like, you're at our grandparents' house, right? We used to share a bed at our grandparents' house.
Mm-hmm.
So, he was getting real sus. He started twerking on me when I was asleep. Woke up, I was like, nigga, what you doing? He said, I know you like it. Kept on twerking on me, and I smacked him in the head. And my next story is, right, I was pranking him because he was in love with this chick for like 8 years. This time, right? But I said that Melody's right next to him, which was the name of the girl that he liked when he was sleeping. He rolled over and started kissing me on the cheek. Yeah, that's the only gay times I ever had in my life.
Yeah, I've done that. Me and this dude, me and the dude that I dated, like me and him, like for real, made out. I'm not ashamed to say this. Like me and that dude that I dated, I'm not ashamed to say it. This nigga was probably the best kisser I've ever fucking met in my life. Like, oh my fucking god.
Let's say pause.
Like this nigga, like he had like his lips were soft like a female's, but like it was on a different scale.
Is it better than your now girlfriends?
Yes. A lot. Like on a scale from 1 to 10, like that's a 10, bro.
Hey, can I be honest? Is this sus if I pissed on my brother?
Nah, not what you thought.
Yeah, not really. I mean,
so
it sucks
so I'm
that.
not sucked unlike you guys who pulled down their pants and started fucking a pillow next to your bro.
I mean,
Started kissing boys.
hey,
That's for the guy.
hey,
That is not
It's not my fault. I
Hey.
actually smashed you.
hey.
It is
I
your
didn't
fault.
know. I didn't know.
Still admit to it with pride.
I did. I'm not afraid. I'm not ashamed to say it.
This is why I'm
Best looking man
frustrated
I've ever
today.
seen in my life. I can
Hey,
say that for a
alright,
fact.
please, God. I need a girl in the group, please, who can average this gayness out. Just have a straight person in this group.
Let's see.
Just have
All right,
one
I'll see if
straight
she on. I'll see if she on.
person. Nah, you guys can be gay. It makes you funny. If we just have one straight girl, if we just have one gay girl, one girl in this group, it'll make us amazing. My sex for girls. Leave a comment if you want to.
Oh,
leave a comment if you want to.
she not
If you
on.
want to join Weebos.
She's not on.
Leave a comment. I'm desperate. Leave a comment if you want to join Weebos. This
Shut
is
up.
not how my show was supposed to go.
All right,
I'm
shut up.
desperate right
Okay,
now.
can we move on to the next subject, please? Because I want to get off of that.
Alright,
Cause
the
that's
next question is, how did you like kissing the boy? Hey, yo.
all right, bet. All right, I know that's for me. I know for a fact that's for me.
Yeah, it really is.
That
Alright,
targeted me.
First question. I have two questions.
Okay.
One of y'all should answer first. How did you fuck a boy?
Say that again?
Why did you fuck a boy?
Because I was fucking weird, but it did feel good.
Alright, so you're telling me that you put your dick inside of a male's ass.
Bro, that's a
You
difference.
liked it.
Damn. Naya, shush.
You come in his butt?
No, in his mouth.
What the? That's fucking gay. Am I in this group again? Naruto, why'd you pull your pants down and pretend fuck a pillow with your bro? Well, can you? To make it any better, we was on opposite sides of the bed. But it's on a bed.
That doesn't even help.
I was in third. It worse. And then, I don't want to talk to your gay ass anymore. Let me talk to the gayest one in our group.
Fuck you.
What are you thinking about? Why'd you like do anything gay with your actual gay sex?
No, I didn't. I didn't.
Yacho.
The gayest shit that me and him have done is probably make out or French kiss.
Super gay.
We French kiss. That's the most we've ever done.
Have you ever feel if you're in bed together? Wow, something's poking me in my leg.
No.
Let me see that get hard.
That's how I knew he was a bottom. Cause he did this thing to where when I laid down and he got in bed with me, he would snuggle up against my shoulder and throw his leg over me, but he'll never get horny. So I was like, oh yeah, he definitely a bottom, bro. But if I was to do the same to him, I didn't know what it was at the time, cause I was too delusional. Hard? But I felt something rub against my leg, and I was like, bro, what the fuck is that?
Were you getting hard?
No.
You're not gay.
I might no, cause it's at that point I was confused. I was trying to figure out if that was a male or female, so I was a little bit worried.
Alright, the next question. Alright, let me explain this story on why. We're gonna move into a more serious topic on the Anime Unity show. Alright.
Mhm.
Why are you blessedly imprisonated? Or
okay.
Have you ever been imprisonated before? Everyone in this group knows the answer. But I just want the viewers to understand Hilltop Anime on a more personal level.
I went to juvie before.
Shame on you!
Because a dude was touching the inside of my thigh, and I stabbed him in the hand with the pencil. And I went to juvie for 1 year because of that.
Hey, can I ask you a question? Was the blood squirting out?
No, that's not how it works, but it was pouring out of his hand. It's like a volcano, except without the eruption.
And that's tough.
But the reason, and I have anger management issues, and the
Did
reason,
you go through the vein?
and the reason why I might be going to jail is
Oh,
because
I didn't ask you that question yet.
Okay.
What's the food like in prison? How the food's like in juvie?
It's disgusting. They give you something called loaf, where it's like spaghetti mixed with bread, mixed with a whole bunch of other nasty shit. And then like the hot dogs. Hold up. So yeah, it was like the food was nasty. Like the hot dog tasted like they rolled it down the hill and threw it in water.
That sounds.
So like it
Can
was.
I ask you a question?
What?
Who forced you to eat the food?
I didn't like. I went like the first time I went there. I went like a week straight without eating.
So what made you eat?
Fucking starvation. I don't want to die in the I don't want to die in there knowing that nigga probably pissed in the corner of the fucking room.
What was it like sleeping in juvie?
It was like, I mean, it's like if you don't like have the mindscape of like just not giving a fuck, then you could sit there and stay awake for like 5 days until you start hallucinating and you just pass out. So yeah.
Okay, but we have a recurring segment called Join Sub to Leave OGs. Alright, this current segment is saying if you don't subscribe to Leave OGs, fuck you. And yeah.
Okay.
Also, please join our channel. Please join our channel. Please join our channel. Please. We need more weirdos. We need more people that are more like me.
They get it.
More normal.
Okay, they get it.
We need a
We
female.
also need editors.
Okay, they get
We
it.
also need a female. Thank you, Yasha.
Okay, we
This
get
is
it.
a recurring segment. We do it in the beginning, the middle, and the end. Thank you very
Alright.
much. We have to join our channel, please.
You sound real desperate,
so-
bro.
Why are you gonna possibly get arrested and charged as an adult because he's 16, by the way? So all you fans that are trying to hit up him, you guys can definitely get him as long as you are thicker than Jabba the Hutt.
Alright, shut up. I might be going to jail not only because of my age, but because I'm currently dating someone. And one of my friends, he's been doing this for years now, but he tried to, slide in my girl's DMs and, try to get her to cheat on me, right? And when she said no, the dude said, fuck you, I hope you die because of cancer and die alone. And, she hit me up and it was in the middle of our recording. So that's why I stopped the recording early because I wanted to go for an hour, but I stopped it early. Then I went downstairs and I started listening to the messages. And she told me everything that happened. And, like, she was literally in tears and shit. And this, like, it's something snapped. Like, I lost my shit. But, like...
I tried to talk the sense of reasoning into him because I said, you don't want to get arrested. You don't want to waste your life. Because what if YouTube fails?
He did.
But,
He did.
He didn't listen to me.
But, so,
the
like...
sense of reason for these weirdos.
So, like, yeah, I just snapped. Right, I tried to call him and I tried like sliding his DMs and like fucking like I was for about to pull up this nigga like that night. Then it's just like no, don't do it. I was like okay, all right, I'ma chill. I'm still gonna fuck his ass up tomorrow.
Then I told him not to do it as well. The voice of reason
and
for
then
this whole
like
stupid group.
Like these niggas are like trying to talk me out of it, but then my nigga Sarto was like, nah, fuck that shit. Nigga kept doing that, man. Go beat that nigga ass. And I was like, bad. So this nigga was just.
He doesn't understand that we won't get in trouble, but he will go to. This is why I feel like we should have went over there and literally stumped this man until he started bleeding.
I'm finna stop this man into the fucking
you can't do
hell.
That because he can possibly die from blood loss.
So like,
you don't call the ambulance.
Yeah. So like,
you don't.
Let me continue my story, nigga.
Telling somebody to kill themselves is equal to
saying, like he can go to jail for that. Like if she actually,
call the police.
If she would have actually done that, like he would have went to jail for 5 years.
Bro, he's also black. They're gonna find any reason to try to pin this against him, bro. You're not gonna.
So like, all right, now I'm finna finish my story. So like, he's been doing this for years. Like, and I told her, I was like. He's been doing this for like the past 4 girls I've been dating. He been like telling them, trying to slide in their DMs, trying to get together with them. And then when they were loyal and say no, he would drive them to depression. And eventually with one of my girlfriends, after I broke up with her, she committed suicide. Like that's how bad he got into her head. So, me, I'm like, nah, fuck that. Like, I'm not finna
Don't commit
lose.
suicide, guys.
Yes, I'm like, I'm not finna lose someone who's fucking that precious to me. Cause like,
Wait, one
I'm,
second, Hilltop Anime. I have to make it important. Don't commit suicide, guys.
yeah,
It's
like,
better when
don't,
you deal with
yeah,
yourself.
like, if you
Don't
need
hurt
someone to talk
yourself.
to, like, I'm gonna link all our Instagrams down below. Cause like, if you need like
Don't
to
cut
actually talk,
yourself.
especially hit me up. Cause you know, I've been through depression, and I've attempted suicide more times than I can count. I've ran away. So like, if you for real need someone to talk to, like, come talk to me. Cause
Don't cut
I'm gonna be
yourself.
that nigga. Yeah, I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna
be that
link
nigga you
the
need to talk to. So like, for real. But anyways, back to the story.
link the. I'm trying to do my segment. Alright,
So
please.
like,
This
you
is
know,
my story. It's not supposed to be like
I'm
this.
hyped now. Like I'm hyped. So you need to. So like, unless you want me to come to your
One second.
house and drop you
One
too.
One second. Let me just do my podcast, right?
Oof.
I'm gonna link the hotline for calling if you want to kill yourself. Don't do it. It's
Yeah.
not
Matter of
worth it.
fact, I'm gonna drop.
No one's gonna be
Matter
happy.
of fact, I'm gonna drop my number down below.
I'm gonna drop it in the description if you the top of the description as well as the pinned comment.
Yeah, I'm
If
gonna
you really feel
fucking
normal,
I'm gonna
don't kill
drop my number down
yourself.
below. So like, if you need to like talk,
Actually, don't drop your number in the description. Drop
no,
your Discord.
no, I'm gonna drop
Because
my. You
people
know what?
can
Matter of
start
fact,
trolling you.
I'm gonna drop my Instagram. I'm gonna drop my Instagram. So
Yeah.
like hit me
But
up. Like I'm always like I'm up to like 4 in the morning. So like if you really need to talk, like just hit me up because I'm probably gonna pick up. So yeah.
yeah, don't kill yourself. It's not worth it. There's a lot of people that actually do love you.
So like I told her all this and she's like, wait, this not the first time. I'm like, no, like this nigga like he's been doing this for all the time. You know, I let it slide. Like I was let it slide until like when he drove that female to like to kill herself. And I'm not gonna say any names because I respect her family so much and I respect her death. My religion will not allow me to say anything bad about her or to reveal her name because that is instant bad luck and it's a sin. So I'm never gonna do that. But you know, so you know, I'm talking right. You know, when my homies come in and they're like, "Hey, what you doing?" And like they can hear like in my voice that I'm finna drop this nigga, bro. And like who? I'm like Cornell, and he like why? I was like, cause this nigga over here talking like he for real drove my female like he's been doing this shit again, bro. And he's like for real, bro. I'm like yes, nigga. Like I'm done with this shit. Like I'm finna for real go and drop this nigga. You know, he like, all right, bro, I'm gonna ride with you. Like, just in case nigga trying to pull up with somebody else. I'm like, bet, nigga. So you know, I'm ready. I'm hyped. And then my girl just texted me like a couple minutes ago. She like, hey, babe, what you doing? You know, I'm not finna lie to her. So I'm like, I'm doing this podcast because I might go to jail for assault on Cornell or aggravated assault. And she like, what, babe? No, what? Why? Like, answer, like, please. And she constantly call me, but I can't pick up because I'm doing this, and the microphone's not allowing me to pick up. So like, she's like for real, like crying, and her best friend is trying to text me now, and she's like. And like I looked at the messenger and she's like, bro, Chris is trying to talk to you. Like she for real like in tears and shit. And I'm like nervous now and like I don't want my girl to cry. I don't want no one to cry. But it's like this nigga's really trying to test my limits. And I'm for real drop this nigga because like you hurting people that I care about. And I don't have many people that can say I care about like that because I have very bad trust issues due to past of abundances. And if we're gonna talk about that in the podcast, like just let me know beforehand or like let me know that we about to do something like that because I gotta get emotionally stable for that because that shit if I don't
It's cool.
cause
Listen to
like
the podcast.
cause like if I don't like I'm gonna break down in the middle of the fucking speech and I really don't want to do that.
Oh, it's cool.
So like I have like serious trust issues. So if I date a girl, like I like have mad feelings for you. I don't see you as just a friend. Like it's like if I date you, I see you as like a potential wife. So that's like, so for him to do that, to someone I see that I can spend the rest of my life with, bro, that's, bro.
Hey, let me say something real quick. Always gonna be people like that. There's always gonna be people that just want to aggravate you. But you can't just let them get away with.
Like,
you can't.
I
If
try
you're
to
doing
like
what they're doing, you're basically scooping down their level. doing what they want you to do.
Like for real,
Be
like
the bigger person, even if it doesn't feel right at the time. Just remember that there are serious consequences for assault charges,
yeah,
and
like don't
especially if you're older than age of 16. Before you do anything, you should look up their laws just in case, because
yeah,
things can
like
go away because
he's telling the truth, but it's like I'm like at this limit to where like I'm fed up with this fool. Like this is like he's like I've barely met like I've talked to her so much. She's like a best friend to me, and now she's my girlfriend. So I'm not letting like I put her on lockdown, and just like for someone to actually try to do this to someone like that and to someone like me, and he knows my past and the fact that I have trust issues, for him to do that really fucking fucks with me. And like I'm like when I do a video and on my channel, y'all know if y'all subscribe to me, y'all know that like when before I end the video, I try to at least leave y'all with a message of something. And before I even finish like this section, I want to leave y'all with like something like big and shit. You feel me? If that's cool with you though.
it's cool. Listen, actually, for this one time, I won't say this is not how it's supposed to be.
So like,
Go ahead.
bro, like this quote right here, it has nothing to do with this, but like at the same time, it might have to. I'm no Christian. I'm an atheist. I believe that everything has a spirit and it deserves to be loved and respected. So like, when
1 second. That trees need to be loved and respected.
as yes, like everything is important to life and has its own reason to be
Computer?
here. Yes, everything deserves to be respected. That's exactly how my religion works.
How can you not respect the computer?
Everything deserves to be respected. I mean, shit, it's just how it works.
So, since you're a Christian, then you're an animist?
I said I'm not a Christian. I'm an atheist.
Oh.
So like, going back into this, when like if you like dealing with something, don't try to hide it, like for real, cause like when you try to hide it, it's nothing gonna do more but cut you deeper inside. Trust me, I've tried to do it. I'm a person that hates telling people secrets and telling people about my inner life because I don't trust them, and that drove me to committing suicide and doing a whole bunch of other stuff that I don't want to talk about. Like that stuff, like it grinds at you over time. So like, if you feel like someone's genuinely like doesn't care, please, I beg, go see a therapist or something. I have a mentor now, and she helped me so much get out of my slump and all that. I'm feeling better than ever. I'm doing great, and it's like when people talk about you, it builds up. You can't say words don't affect you because it does, and eventually, if a person keeps saying it, you're eventually going to believe it. It's like if you wake up every morning and you tell yourself, I look amazing 5 times every day when you wake up. Eventually, your brain's gonna think, I look amazing. Shit, fuck it. And same thing goes vice versa. If you wake up every morning and somebody says, you're a useless piece of shit. If he does that to you every day, every time he sees you, you're gonna wake up and think, I'm a useless piece of shit. That's just how it goes. So it's like, when people try to talk shit about you, don't let it cut too deep. If somebody says that about you, I don't give a fuck if you think it's snitching. If you think you're being a rat, I don't give a fuck. Tell a friend, the principal, a nurse, a fucking counselor, therapist, whoever. And I promise you, telling them that is gonna get a load off your chest. Like, that's probably the best thing that's ever happened to me, because I'm no longer worried about if somebody actually loves me, if somebody actually cares. And I've been worried about that since I was like fucking 12 years old. So like, please, like, if you don't take anything else from this, take that shit, because that can save a person's life. I swear to God. It's the happy people that might have the darkest secrets. That is a fact. I'm done.
Now that we can get out of this side segment, which need to be talking, just in case we never see Hilltop Anime again.
There's a chance that you might not.
So, if we do, we're really gonna lose a great member. So, do you guys have anything to say about this segment and what segment? You guys have any questions for me? We should move on for. Any ideas for questions?
Honestly, bro,
I just cried so much because I understand everything he was just saying.
Like, I'm like, for real, like, even though I like might seem all cheerful and happy all the time, like, y'all don't understand. Like, since I was first born, it was just me, my mama, and my brother. I had no father. My auntie didn't give a shit. My grandma was barely around until I was like fucking 6, 7. And that's after I came back from Japan. And it's like, I'm mentally stable now, so like, if I'm not gonna start crying because of this. So, y'all finna hear like a lot of shit about me. Y'all finna hear like, I'm finna spill everything. So it's like, me growing up with just my mom and my brother, I learned to like, them two niggas, them two family members are the only ones I can trust. So it's like, I never had anybody like that other than them two. And then I found out that my stepdad, the father to my two little brothers and sisters, was physically abusing my mother and my brother, right? So, me, I'm not letting that happen. I'm 7, 8. So I don't want this to happen. So, I try to step in, but I get caught in a circle too, so I'm getting physically abused. My mom didn't know about this. She didn't find out about this till to the age I was like 9 or 10. She didn't left him. He went to jail for domestic and child abuse. And then when he came out, he was already stalking us. He was like for real stalking us. He found out where we live, where I go to school, where I practice football, all my martial arts, my sword art classes. He found out all that. So that was a weight on my shoulders. I'm always looking over my shoulder thinking this nigga's watching me. So we eventually met the stepdad I have now. He very good man. Like, I love him to death. Like, even though like me and him beef a lot, like I love him to death because he's doing things for me and my family that no one else has ever done. So now I'm with this stepdad I have now. He went to jail for forging checks. He had like a couple months up to a year. So while he's in jail, I get a call from my biological father. Keep this in mind, I'm 12. No, I'm 11 or 12. Never heard from this nigga in my life. All I knew is that this nigga's name was Quincy. It's the only fucking thing I knew about him. So I call him, and he's like, "Who's this?" I was like, "Who you think? It's your son." And he's like, hold up.
Okay.
He's like, the fuck you call me for? I left for a fucking reason. I don't need you. You're never meant to be born. And quite frankly, I'm not impressed with anything you're done. If I was impressed, I'd have been contact you. And that right there let me know. This nigga never gave a shit. That's the fucking reason why he left. He want nothing but money out of me. And so, my mom took the phone and, they got in a huge argument. I get out the car and I just walk. I don't know where the fuck I'm going. We staying in this. We all the way down to fucking South Dallas. I'm just walking. I don't know where the fuck I'm going. My mom called me and I just hang up. I don't want to talk to nobody. I don't know what to do. Eventually, like, my mom find me. She picked me up. We go home. I locked myself in my room without eating for about 4 fucking days. I didn't eat nothing. I'm like in my fucking feelings. The only person that get me out my room is my fucking grandma. Cause grandmas have like that little telekinesis shit where like when they walk in your room, they instantly know how to fix your shit. And so like, she got me out my room for like first time in like 4 days. And like, my mom trying to make sure I'm okay. My brother over here walking around pacing. And they ask me questions I'm not even answering. I'm just sitting there staring at the wall. And mom trying to explain, like, she tries to explain to me that he's just a stepping stone that you'll eventually walk over. And I was like, nah, this nigga, I came from this nigga balls, and this nigga just gonna sit there and say I was a mistake. If I was a fucking mistake, she wore a condom. Like, what the fuck? So it's like, I'm closing myself off from the world. going through shit. I don't want to see nobody. And literally about a month after that, it's my first time committing suicide. I tried to overdose on my medication. My brother saved my fucking life. He put me in a tub of cold water and I snapped out of it. And it was like that for about a good 2-3 years. This nigga, after about a month or so, like, their father tried to kidnap them and steal them away from the cops and us. So, I'm already fucked up in the head thinking my daddy ain't shit, this nigga ain't shit. I'm end up killing a nigga. Remind you, I have anger management issues. So we find out where this nigga hiding the kids. And my mom tried to call the cops. And I'm like, me and my brother over, we hype. We finna like just move in and do shit. So me and my stepdad were at the door, and I just say fuck it, and I kick the door in. This nigga come out around the corner, and me and this nigga just go fist fighting. Like we just straight up fist fighting. My little brother and sister stay crying. I'm whooping this nigga ass. Like I'm hitting him with everything I see. I'm hitting this nigga with chairs, vases, right hooking this nigga. I feel like at one point in the fight, I threw this nigga's head in the middle of the fucking refrigerator, and I start closing the bitch on his ass. And the cops finally pull up, they took me out. They put me in the back of the cop car until I calm down, and I'm just losing my shit. Like I'm going through dramatic mood swings. I'm laughing, crying. I'm doing all types of shit. I don't even remember what happened after that. It's like from that point on, it's like fucking hazy. I don't remember anything from that week after that. But now I switched schools. I'm here. I don't know who the fuck that nigga is. I don't know who the fuck my daddy is. And they don't know who the fuck I am. And I'm living my best life I can live. I got somebody that can love me. I got my family. Got a new baby sister. I'm trying to be the best fucking brother I can be so she can grow up. My little sister, by the way, has trisomy 21, which is Down syndrome. So I'm doing my best to like straighten my shit up. Trying to get out of all this bullshit I got myself into, and knowing that I can't go to college for going into juvie. I'm trying to make it. I don't even know how the fuck how. And I'm nearly doing my best to try to like live up to my mom's expectations, cause like my older brother's the first person to actually go to fucking college, and I'm trying to, knowing that I can't make it to college, I'm at least trying to get enough money to like make sure that I can provide for my mama when I move out the house and when she gets old and can't do shit. So it's like with this burden on my shoulders, it's like I'm all this shit that I've been through. It's like let me see the world for what it truly is, and let me know that I can trust people, but it's like there's some people that you can't let get to you. You feel me? It's like this metaphor my grandma used. She said some people are like leaves on a tree and some are like branches. When winter hit and the wind blows, the leaves gonna fall off. But those branches and trunks that are on your tree gonna stay there forever. And like that's one of the many mottos I live by. So I always try to keep that, and I always try to like live the best life, live my life to the fullest, so no one can fucking fuck it up. You feel me? Oh fuck, I'm done. I'm fucking crying. I need to hold up.
Yeah, Sean, what do you think about this? So you're having a conversation through messages. What are you thinking about this?
Be fucked up.
No, right? Start to you good over there?
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know what to say because I never really experienced being depressed. I had both of my parents at my house, which my older brothers don't know, but
See,
don't feel like talking.
I've been suicide multiple times.
Why?
And, huh?
Why did you think something so bad happened that you wanted to end your life?
Well, I've tried that before, but I was saying that one of my friends had did it. The reason
Your friend killed himself.
No, tried. She tried to.
I feel like, I don't know if like I'm just a minority. Well, I'm a Christian, so I believe that God sent us here for all purposes and reasons. I don't care if you guys aren't Christian. It really doesn't matter.
Well, that's what I was based on. I don't really study religion because that's what I've just been being a Christian.
People are here for a reason, and no one deserves to live in such a life. And I understand it because my dad was a guy who walked away from his family. My brothers don't really care about me. I just found out really who one of my brothers really went to a cookout, almost got a concussion, backflipped into a pool, was rushed into the emergency room. This is what it really felt to have another one of my brothers in my life, because I have my brother that's from my actual mother, my mom, and my dad. Yeah. I always wondered why they hated me so much. I would ask my dad all the time, did they hate me? What did I do? And you gotta learn that what you did is they are as a person.
Mm-hmm.
Getting mad at yourself just because, let's say, a person doesn't want you, someone else will want you. And you always have to remember, each life is precious.
For real, bro.
And like he said, then it's a tree. It's still there to give us oxygen. Just wonder, living each day by the time saying, I am beautiful. I do matter. My life matters. No one can get under my skin enough to make me kill myself. I have a purpose on this earth that I need to fulfill. That's what you all need to learn. So I'm going to link the hotline for anyone that's really feeling sad, everyone that wants to kill themselves because they're about them getting choked up already. It's not worth it. Life matters to somebody. Life matters to somebody. That's what I want to learn. So on this podcast, we're talking about all different types of stuff. We might be talking about podcasting, we might be laughing and joking. A serious one.
Mm-hmm.
Stuff like this actually does happen in people's life, which is no one should have to deal with this. No one should have to face their parent, tell them in life, I don't love you, for a mistake. That brings trauma to a person.
That's
More
like,
than, and it
for real.
hurts more than any physical wound.
Mm-hmm.
Even if your parents don't love you, still
Just know,
someone out
like,
there for you.
your love, bro.
Never
Like,
kill yourself. You're loved.
from, like, what I want you to tell, like, I want y'all to take this, like, from that story. You know, a lot of y'all are gonna take out that my life's just sad and depressing, but, like, what I want you to take out of that is that you're loved no matter what, okay? Like, people that your parents might, some people, parents might not love them, but, like, I'm just wanting you to know that that doesn't mean anything. You're going to be loved, period, by somebody that's around you. That's why I make, like, an effort in my life to let people know that you're loved. If you're not loved by the person that's next to you, if you come to me, I'm gonna let you know that I fucking love you. No gay shit, no, like, waifu shit. Like, I'm, like, as a friend, I'm gonna treat you like my fucking family. That you're loved here, and I'm always gonna welcome anyone here with open arms, cause no one deserves to go through the shit that I've went to, or anyone's went through like that.
Yeah, I just want to say one thing and then I'll stop talking. If you are bullying people, hurting people, making them sad, telling them to kill themselves, ugly, or any of those words, please stop. Like, at this point, it's not worth it. At some point, you may make a joke, and hey, everybody may make a joke once in a while, but after y'all are done, at least check up on the person, or even the goofy person in y'all group, the person that's always laughing, smiling.
Yeah, cause, like, none of these niggas knew that my life was that hard.
Take an example from Naruto.
Like, I can,
That
like,
guy was depressed, but he put up a smile every single day. He knew that
that
I'm
his
talking,
life
he looked
mattered.
at
Like I
never
can
gave up on his dream.
I can
So that's just
guarantee you this. Like I can guarantee this. None of my subscribers nor none of these fools knew about the shit that I went through. So it's like a
for sure.
smile is like a straight up fade. You know what I mean? It's just
Yeah.
something that can be used to cover the fact that you're actually hurting. So it just might be the most goofiest person that you met that could be hurting the most. He just don't want you to ask him, are you okay? Because he feels like it's too much of a burden on other people.
Honestly, bro, what you just said, like, that's exactly how I used to feel. To a point where I didn't want to tell anybody. And to some extent, I still do that. I don't want to tell other people about
That's
my
exactly
bullshit.
me. Like that's
Be
exact
called emails.
perfect. That's perfect for me. Like this quote, I know a lot of y'all probably seen this on like probably Soul Eater. You know that anime? But like
I've heard of.
yeah, like they're just like this quote before it starts. But I found this quote like way before the anime was even started. It said, "A sound soul dwells within a sound mind and a sound body." Basically, that means if you always calm or if you're always happy, people are just gonna think that you're happy because you're always gonna act like it. But truth is, all that shit can just be a ruse of what the person actually fucking feels.
Can I say something real quick?
Mhm.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna try to preach to anyone. Respect all your choices.
Mhm.
Knowing that I wasn't loved by my own brother. And I wasn't wanted by my own family. Really hurt me. I discovered God. I really understood what my parents were telling me was true. God really does help. I don't say you need to be a Christian. I don't say you need to be a sort of religion. Just finding something you believe in so much that
It could change your life.
can help you. Just to cry for hours wondering why they didn't want me.
For real, it's like when you find out that like when your parent or someone that you hold so dear doesn't care about you, it's like it builds a barrier between you and like your fucking heart. And you spend like years like trying to break through that bitch but it's immovable, it's unbreakable until you can find that one person that actually tells you that they actually love you. A simple question is, are you okay? Can change something forever, bro.
So, yeah, so I'm not gonna throw your information out there because you sent that to me. I let people know at least what your side of the story. So if you just tell people, because it will really help people that are like you.
Yeah, that's the real reason I've even started YouTube. It's not only because the book, it's because like I wanted to change the way fucking people looked at the world, and like I want people to be aware that the fact that other people have bigger problems than them, and that there's a chance that that person might actually be more hurt than what other people might think. That's the real reason I want to change the fucking world and how people look at it.
not only that, though, if a person is, say they're sad, right? They're a person that likes to open their mouth. Please don't say just because they have a nice home or they look like they have a comfortable life. Please don't just assume that their life is perfect automatically.
Yeah, because
Please
like there's a lot of
assume that.
shit that's been going on, and especially with the situation now with COVID and the Black Lives Matter movement and police brutality and all this other shit. Like it's really been affecting people. Like I had a friend, I've known him for like 5 years. I found out the other day that he committed suicide because he lost his uncle and a couple of his cousins in a fucking police brutality because they were just there. And I guess like a couple of stray bullets and they end up getting hit, and like he just committed suicide and I didn't even know about it because I didn't even think to text him. So like to all you people that like think just because the person hasn't texted you or because shit doesn't seem like it, it doesn't mean it's not there. A simple text, like for real, like I swear, like the other day, no, like a couple years ago, I'm like for real in my feelings because like I had a lot of shit going on. My grades started dropping. I used to be, if y'all didn't notice, I used to be an A honor roll student.
Same here, bro.
But like my grades start dropping, and I'm starting to get real depressed again and shit. And it's like my best friend. I haven't talked to her in so many years. Like we lost contact because she moved. But my best friend Hannah, I used to call her Banana because shit, like we just had a connection like that. And like she texted me, she was like, "Hey, I've seen that you've been like acting different and shit. You alright?" And like just hearing that a text from her and getting a call from her, like that like stopped my whole fucking thing and changed my life. She like offered to tutor me and shit, like simple shit as in telling a person that you love them or just a simple tutoring session or anything could really like change a person's whole perspective. But yeah, y'all probably have to end the podcast because like my girl's like she's nonstop calling me and shit. So
Yeah, I think just leaving.
yeah, so like you have to stop the podcast because I gotta call her and shit and ball my fucking eyes out because shit I don't know how I'm managing to keep the tears up.
Do you have anything you want to say?
Is this nigga sleep again?
He
Yeah, sure.
messaged me. He can hear me.
Let me text this nigga, see if he good.
He messaged me. It's like he's really worried.
I hope he's alright.
It keeps kicking me out.
Oh, alright. I was about to say, nigga, you alright? You crying? Bill Cosby crying?
He said, let me just read one of them. He said, even though I didn't know him for that long, he's like a cool older brother and it'll be sad if he goes.
You talking about me? Aw, thank you.
Just let you know, people, that people change people. Secret of life.
For
Just have to say
real?
one nice thing. It'll make a person's day so much better.
If you like,
We just be so good to people. All dipshits. All good for nothings. Trying to get better.
mm-hmm.
Can't we get better with together? Why can't we just get in a world with peace is actually
attainable, like for real, like everyone can be loved.
Why can't we be considered crazy? Because why are we considered crazy? Because we think the world can change. People can be better. People can be changed. People can change people. So just know, if you bully a person,
That's not fucking cool, bro.
be
That's
sorry.
not cool.
That's how they are. You know a person who's going through a hard time like now, because we all are. Say something. Because your one thing that you say in the person from hanging themselves in their own car.
Hold up. Like I got like before you end this though, like I got this like I'm starting to use these quotes for the podcast thumbnails. So like I want to know like do I want to hear this quote? Cause like I just realized like this fucking quote's like so fucking like it's like fits this section so fucking well.
Oh yeah.
It says be that type of person that when your feet touch the floor in the morning, the devil says, "Shit, they're up." That fits this so well. Like that's just amazing how well this fits this.
Yeah.
What a fucking coincidence.
Can I say one more before the podcast ends or?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
All right. I know this might not help a lot of people, but if you need an anime character to relate to, if you're like looking for help,
Zero Kiryu. That's one right there.
Not only that, Tokyo Ghoul.
Yeah.
It's a great. He's just the MC that you can relate with.
For real.
And I've watched the anime, the manga as well.
For real. I also like highly recommend Vampire Knight because like, and it's like for a little bit of spoiler for like one of the characters. Zero Kiryu is like probably one of like the most mysterious characters you ever meet. Like this dude's family was killed by a vampire, and then he was turned to a vampire. But the person he considered a sister never knew about it until he couldn't take the madness anymore and bit her, because he refused to drink blood. So like the anime like explains it a lot better, and like you feel it a lot more when you watch it. So like read the manga right and watch the anime, because like you sit there and you have a whole different perspective of it.
Like I said, guys, people change people. Don't be dicks. Don't be douches. Just try to be the best person you can be every.
All right, well,
I
go
enjoyed.
ahead and take us off.
I'm
Is
gonna
that
be leaving the uh, line for depression down there. Don't your suicide hotline. Don't kill yourself.
and I'll be leaving my Instagram down in the description
Mean a
as well.
lot to one, at least to one person. You mean a lot to, and something you believe in so much, and no one can lift you down. You have to cry all night. Cry all night. Find a friend. Find a person you can lean on that you really trust. What if your parents don't love you? When else will? That's the lesson for today.
All right, can I do the outro for this one?
Yeah.
I
Yay!
think
Fuck
I'll
yeah!
let you do.
All right. So before we outro this, remember, all lives are beautiful, and that they all deserve to be respected and treasured. Cause one life gone is like someone else losing someone that they cared about, or a potential loved one. So always, always show love to the person you see. And as always, if you're not subscribed, please subscribe, because this channel is all about showing love and having the funniest moments of your life. We didn't intend for this to be a meme page, but it turned into one, so we're just gonna keep running with it and make sure that y'all laugh every day, and we can make our day just a little bit better. So like always, turn on the bell if you want to know when we post. And we're gonna post or attempt to post every day. Some of us are gonna be busy tomorrow, so we might not be there, but we attempt to get everyone together as much as possible. So always tune in, and peace out, Weeb community.
Peace.
Remember, join our club.